Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we're going to make tafsir today, inshallah, for the Surat Al-Sharh or Al-Inshirah or Surat Al-Nashrah. And we're going to, inshallah, cover it today. I hope, inshallah, that we can cover it today in this. First of all, as you know, that in the continuation of what we have started, maybe the last lecture and the lecture before even, that we were talking about and explaining and giving tafsir of Surat Al-duha. And whenever that you are going to look to Surat Al-duha and Surat Al-Inshirah, you're going to find that actually they are highly connected to one another. And if we just remind ourselves with what we have explained last time regarding the Surat Al-duha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave an oath with وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى. And after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given some like a number of blessings and graces that He bestowed upon His Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَآوَى وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى. So it was like giving these ni'am and these blessings and reminding him. And in the continuation of this, Surat Al-Sharh or Surat Al-Nashrah, it is a continuation of this. It is as if that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as if that He is telling in Surat Al-duha, أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى. And then أَلَمْ نَشْرَحْ لَكَ صَدْرَكَ, okay, وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِذْرَكَ الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ, and so on. So as it is a continuation of the previous surah. And actually most of the ulama mentioned that there are some Sahaba even, they used to recite it without the separation of Bismillah. Yani they make it like one surah, starting from Al-duha and going to Al-Sharh or Al-Inshirah. And starting with the name of the surah itself, Alam Nashrah. The surah, it has different names according, as we said, the names of the surah. Some ulama, they said it's tawqifi, and other ulama, they said that it is not tawqifi. I mean that how much famous the title of the surah was among the Sahaba, then this might give the name of the surah. And as we said before, there is some argumentation regarding this, that the ayat or the surah, the names of the surah, it is tawqifi or ijtihadi. And as I mentioned, some of them are tawqifi, some of them are ijtihadi, as mentioned before in one lecture. And this is actually not my opinion. This is some of the researcher in this regard. So Sheikh Dr. Musa'ad Al-Tayyar, he mentioned about this. And let's go to the names first. The name here, we can call it Surat Al-Sharh or Al-Inshirah or Alam Nashrah. The three, they are synonyms. They are having the same indication to this surah. وترتيبها في النزول الثانية عشرة. It's number 12 in the revelation order of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It came after Al-duha directly and before Surah Al-Asr. After Al-duha directly and before Surah Al-Asr. And Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as you know, in this number 12 in the revelation means that what in the early Meccan period, where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was facing a great deal of obstacles and problems, and the people of Quraysh, the non-believers in general, they are standing against him and standing against the da'wah in general. And the problem is that those people, they are not allowing him to preach Islam, to give the word of Islam to the people, let them know about it. But actually they were standing against him. So the point is, whenever that you are in this situation, whenever that, for example, that you are doing your work, okay, and all of a sudden that you found that you can't do your work. Because of what? Because of the people around you. They are standing against you and they are not allowing you to do it. So you are going to have something that is like psychologically inside you, that you are closed from this place, that you do not want to continue working here, that you do not want to interact and engage with any activity with those people, right? So here comes the point that if you are going to be a da'i, and this is actually the main course of the work of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is just calling people to the path of Islam, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this is the environment, then you need at least to have something inside your chest that you are at least asking or not asking. If it's a kind of a grace or blessing from Allah, then you are going to ask. And actually what happened before in the case of Musa alayhi salam, when he was in front of Fir'aun, or when he was going to Fir'aun, he said that رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي وَيَسِّرْ لِي أَمْرِي وَاحْلُلْ عُقْدَةً مِّن لِسَانِي يَفْقَهُ قَوْلِي. Right? So he was making what dua for what? رَبِّ اشْرَحْ لِي صَدْرِي. Ishrah, in general, we are going inshallah to talk about the specific meaning of the letters even, not only the words. But I just want you to understand the whole picture of it. And as we said before in Surat Al-duha, this ayah is considered to be like a tender and a very gentle conversation between Allah and His Messenger. That whenever that you want someone, or you are taking too much, or caring too much about someone, then you are going to have some conversation with him, right? Telling him that I'm taking care of you. Do not worry. I am going to make it easy for you. Do not think too much. This is the same here. Rasulullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started with Alam nashrah laka sadrak, that haven't we opened and expanded your chest. This is the explanation in English, or the translation in English. Actually, we forgot to recite the ayat first, because commonly we recite the ayat and after that we go directly. So I'm going to recite them now, and you can repeat after me, and then we'll go inshallah to the tafsir. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. Translation of this, the English translation for these ayat, the first one is, did we not expand for you, O Muhammad, your breast? And وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ means, and we removed from you your burden. And الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ, which had weighted upon your back. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ, and raised high for you your repute. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, for indeed with the hardship will be ease. إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, so indeed with the hardship will be ease. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ, so when you have finished your duties, then stand up for worship. وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ, and to your Lord direct your longing. This is the translation, direct translation in English. Now for the tafsir itself, we mentioned that we stopped at Alam Nashrah, starting with this ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling here that He is making with Rasulullah, or giving to Rasulullah, ni'mah, which is related to Sharh al-Sadr. And as we have translated it here, which is expansion of the chest. There are issues here I want to touch upon whenever that we are talking about this ayah. The direct explanation is Alam nashrah laka sadrak, means that haven't we opened and expanded for you your chest, okay, or your breast. This is the general meaning. And whenever that we look deeply in the words here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started with alam. Alam in Arabic, it is a type of question. Okay, we start with a question here. Okay, it is an interrogation. That is, haven't we? And also this question or this interrogation is going into something that is negated. We call it nafi. We call, like, for example, if I say to you, haven't I said to you to study? Haven't I said to you to close the door? Haven't I said to you to do this, to do that? This means what?
I did.
Yes, I did it before. I have said that to you. So whenever in the Arabic, whenever that we have a question that is going to enter with negation, this means affirmation, taqreer. Okay? And this cannot be done unless that you are taking care of the person that you are addressing him. So instead of saying that I said to you to study, then I'm going to say to you, haven't I said to you? This means what? That be sure, a kind of affirmation that I've said that to you before. So do not worry about it. Okay? So this is whenever that the question here is coming with al-hamza. We call it al-hamza. Alam, so this is hamza. This is for question. And lam means nafi, means that it is a negation. Okay? Alam nashrah, so we call it like istifham. Ma'an nafi, it gives affirmation. Okay. Alam nashrah. Nashrah, yes, before going to nashrah, noon. Okay? Actually, whenever you look to Surat Al-duha before, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was using what? Alam yajidika. Yajidika yatiman fa'awa. وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًا فَهَدَى وَوَجَدَكَ عَائِلًا فَغْنَى. But here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling what? Addressing him directly. Alam nashrah laka sadrak. So this is direct speech to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In Surah Al-duha, it was third person. So whenever we go here, this is major difference between the two addressing speech in the two surahs. Here it is much closer that I am saying to you directly, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling and addressing his messenger directly. And the noon here, nashrah, nashrah, we call it noon al-azama, which is the royal majesty we. This means that Allah by himself is giving this blessing, which is very great as well. Because whenever the person is great and he is telling you that I am giving to you something. So for example, if I say, this is actually whenever you go to the kings or something like this. And instead he is telling you that I will give you this or I will give you this portion. Then he is going to say that we are going to give to you this. This means what? It is a kind of sense of greatness that is deep inside. This is for the kings here, for the dunya. But we are talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is much more bigger. So this means, alam nashrah, noon here, it indicates that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest, and his blessing is the greatest as well. So a sharh here is not for any similar sharh or for not similar to any kind expansion. It is expansion coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is alam nashrah, sharh. Sharh in Arabic, it used for in Arabic, we use sharh means that to take a slice of meat, for example. This is why in Arabic we call ilm al-tashrih. Ilm al-tashrih, it is anatomy. Do you know anatomy in English? That is in medicine, they are taking a slice of meat and they put it under, a microscope and or kind of a sample or something like this. So this is what we call it ilm al-tashrih, or sharaha means that to take a slice, something to open the flesh or something and take a slice. So sharh here actually means two, or encompasses two different meanings. The first one is the tangible one, which is opening the chest of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam physically. Means that the chest of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam opened. So if I ask you, do you know that the chest of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has been opened? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. How many times?
Twice.
2 times. Okay. The first one was
At childhood.
childhood. Yes, at
It's called
Halim.
Shaqq al-Sadr.
Yes, Shaqq al-Sadr. Yes, we call it the Shaqq al-Sadr, which is the opening of the chest. And the second,
Before Mi'raj.
yes, before Mi'raj, the night trip and ascension. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down, and this is actually in Sahihain. It is authentic. So the angels came and they put Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, laid him down, and then they opened. And some of the Sahaba, they said that we saw the opening in the chest of Rasulullah and the skin itself inside here. And whenever that you go to the ahadith, you are going to find that really the angels, they came, laid him down, opened the chest, and then they take something that is like a piece of flesh or something like this that is dark, and they put it away. And then they put something else. And this is even Rasulullah ﷺ told that when he was young, he doesn't understand anything. And he said that I didn't even feel that their hands are like grasping me or something. And he said that I didn't even feel anything whenever that they are opening or something. I didn't feel any pain. I didn't see any blood. I didn't see anything. So he said that just they laid me down and took this part out of my heart, and they put something else and they closed it back. And this happened also before Al-Mi'raj, before the night trip. So as I said many times, whenever that we are talking about this interpretation, we believe in it because we are Muslims, of course. Whenever that we are going to talk with these kind of stuff with non-Muslims, they will not realize anything about this. But again, here, because it is actually, from my own point of view, it's easy to be done as long as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is involved. Okay? We're not telling something superstitious. Okay, it's not superstitious issues here. We're linking it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the meaning is one of the meaning, which is the tangible part. The other part is sharh, means that expansion of the chest in order to make it wide enough for taking the tasks which is considerably or at some extent considered to be tough and difficult. And we can guess what is. Because whenever that we want to expand the chest, means that the common chest that we have is by nature, okay, by default, it is a kind of tight, okay? As I said, if someone is coming and insulting you every day, for example, then maybe one day you are okay, second day is okay, the third one, the fourth one, you're going to pick a fight with him, right? Yes. Why? Because we are by default, we are human beings. We cannot sustain this kind of pressure for a long time. And whenever it comes to a kind of a message delivery, as Rasulullah ﷺ is going to do, it's very difficult. Remember well that he was facing a great deal of problems. And the problem didn't start with the Risala, didn't start with the day one of the prophethood. It started early on. Do you remember last time when I said that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, before receiving the revelation, what was he doing before that? Just before.
Contemplation.
Yes, contemplation and pondering, and he was like spending too much time secluded, going to the Ghar Hira, al-Layali Dhat al-Adad, that he was staying there for several nights, not 1 or 2 or 3 nights, several nights, and then go back and take some food and drink from Sayyidah Khadija, and then go back to the Ghar. And it seems that, as I said many times, it seems that he was like finding a retreat there. He finds something he likes to stay there. And one of the main reasons, as we said, that he was looking to the society around him to be very, very bad society in every aspect that you could imagine. Then this is something that is inside, especially for the people who are working for humanitarian aids and so on. They can feel this. If you go, for example, for a refugees camp, and every day you can receive some children that is already they lost their father and mother, people that is coming and their hands are cut off, for example, because they have something, and a lot of things. Then you are going to feel that yes, there is great problem is being, or there is something is being done wrongly there in other place, and whenever that you are so sensitive, you are going to find that you are highly depressed with this, especially that you have no choice, you have no hand, you are helpless in this, in changing any situation. This happened to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Again, it's not easy to take it like this, because you can find some people, they are enjoying living in societies. And whenever we say that there are a lot of people are being bombarded over there, he doesn't care about this. It's because this is what the human being now, or in the modern times, this is one of the major problems that we are facing and we're living in. That you do not care about anything beyond your own needs and benefits. And that's the problem. But Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, this is totally different for him. Totally different. he was too much caring, not only about himself, but also with the society that he is living in. How am I going to change this society? Not only changing, he wants to find something or some place to live other than that. So this is the first hardship that he was facing before the revelation. And after receiving the revelation, the burden was bigger, because now it has been assigned to you the duty or this assignment that you are going to be the catalyst that is going to change this society. And remember that you are going to face two different people whenever that you are preaching your Islam and delivering this message. That you are going to find people who are, that is considered to be close to you. Whenever that you are going to say something like this for them, then they are going to dislike you. Then you are going to cut the connection. And this is actually what happened with his uncle, Abu Lahab, okay? And Abu Jahl and the other people. They didn't like what he is doing. And before Risala, those people, they were looking to him as he is the son of my brother. It is no problem. So you're going to cut off a lot of relation. And in the same time, the people around you, they are going to have a kind of animosity against you, which is meaning hatred. Why you are saying this? Especially that you are challenging their fame and their trade and their power. Remember, the masters of Quraysh, they are not waiting for anyone comes and say that you are going to be the same as your slave. And you should give the slave some part from your money, zakah and sadaqah. And your fame should not be like as you are imagining. But remember that there is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you should bow and prostrate for Him, not for the idol gods. He is going to bomb everything. Then He is going to challenge a great deal of hardship. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for him. Do you remember in the night trip and ascension what happened? That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam after Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, after he came, he was thinking too much about what? Do you remember what he was thinking about after that?
Convince the people.
Yes, that's right. How am I going to tell the people? Okay, how am I going to tell the people that there is something happened to me which is considered to be a miracle? And subhanallah, Allah make it easy for him here. That one, the Abu Jahl came to him and he found him like mutriq, like Rasulullah was like thinking how, and he seems to be like confused. Then he came to him and said to him, are you worried about something? Do you want me to do something for you? Is there something with you? He said that yes, that there is something happened to me. I went to Jerusalem in a night. And Abu Jahl, he was like looking to him and saying, really, this happened to you? So did you want me to go to the people and collect them for you and let them? He said, okay, do it. And then he brought the people. So he was thinking about how to bring the people in front of him. Because you know, whenever that you go and tell people about this, you are going to hear a lot of what insulting and so on, something like this. But actually you let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make from his enemy one to go and bring the people to him. And whenever they came, they started to ask him questions. Look here how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make sharh also for his sadr and make it easy for him. That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the Baytul Maqdis, the Jerusalem, in front of him, in front of the eyes of Rasulullah. Because they were asking him, describe for us what is the description of Baytul Maqdis. How many windows are there? What are the trees there? Where is the place? Where is this? Where is that? And he was giving the answers. Actually, if even for you or me, if we visited a place and you go there for 1 or 2 nights, okay, you're not going to remember everything, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for him here. So a sharh here is opening the chest, okay, as we said, physically and something or non-tangibly even, and making it easy for him after Risala.
This is expansion of the chest,
Yes.
or the openings?
Actually, this sharh means expansion, and استعيرت, يعني the first meaning of sharh in Arabic language means that to open something and to take a slice. And then this meaning, this close or this small meaning or little meaning has been taken metaphorically after that. As sharh means that you are going to open and then you take something. And whenever we are talking about a hadith, we call sharh al-ahadith, right? Sharh means what? That you are taking the word and you are expanding it and giving the meaning for the people. ألم نشرح لك اللام هنا اللام this is للتعليل. للتعليل means that for, because for you. It is لك ك والكاف للاختصاص ك لرسول الله. It has, as we said before, the difference between if I say ألم نشرح صدرك and ألم نشرح لك صدرك. So the difference is big here. لك means that specially for you. If I brought a gift and I'm going to say that this is specially for you only. So this means that I am taking care of you, right? ألم نشرح لك صدرك. اللام للتعليل والكاف كاف الخطاب للاختصاص لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. And after that, صدرك. Sadr, as we know, this is the place of sadr. Okay, but the meaning here of the sadr is not the bones and the ribs that here. No, it is the meaning here is, even if we take it as the meaning of the ayah is opening the chest and taking the heart and doing it tangibly. Yes, we can understand this and it can be considered also. But the meaning of the sadr, the real meaning here, is the place where that your heart is in it. Okay, so the place where your heart is in it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here didn't say alam nashrah laka qalbak. He didn't say alam nashrah laka qalbak, but he say alam nashrah laka sadrak. Okay, do you know what is the reason or why there is, or what is the difference between al-qalb and sadr? Just a guess. Qalb and sadr.
Like mind and brain.
Mind and brain. Okay.
Brain is something as mind is physically something, and brain is thinking of the things like
intangible. You mean that is having the thoughts, idea. Okay, the decisions.
Qalb is the heart itself, and sadr, maybe as you said, is the place where heart is.
Yes, that's right. We can give this example. For example, if you have a house, and outside there is something outside, which is like the yard or the yard or the playground or something. Okay, sadr is this place, which is the yard outside of that. The house itself, it is the heart. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس, not في قلوب الناس. Why? Because the first line for the Satan is not the heart. It is sadr. Sadr, it's the place where that all the temptations and desires, and even the good ideas and the good desires also, or the good things, that is there. But again, the penetration to the heart will be through sadr. So this is why, if I say to you, and this is actually a very nice analogy here, that is, whenever that you are taking care of your son, okay, and you are like a bit afraid that maybe he could catch a cold, okay, then what you are going to do, you're going, for example, if you are in the house, for example, you are going to close the windows and the doors, and you are going to keep, the air to be with a mild temperature and so on. Then what you are doing, you are making something outside of your son, which is going to have an effect on him, which is preventing him from catching the cold, right? This is similar here. That if you are taking care of someone, then you are going to take care about something that is considered to be the front lines for him. Okay? So, alam nashrah laka sadrak, then we opened your chest and make it expanded so that you are going to find the help and support from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every single detail that is going to be around your heart. Because again, sometimes Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam going to face, as we said, difficulties and hardships. The problem is maybe he got depressed, okay, or got confused, or he got ill from some people. So how we are going to solve this problem? We are going to solve it very early on. That we are going to make your chest to be very open, and in the same time you are going to acquire and accept and tolerate all the insultation that is going to be against you. All mocking against you, all the demonizing you. This kind of stuff, you are going to accept it and tolerate it. This is the meaning of alam nashrah laka sadrak. Okay? Do you have any questions here up till now?
The meaning of laka sadrak is not clear to me.
Laka, so laka, it means that for you. Sadrak, it is your chest, which is containing your heart. And we said that the difference is taking care of the chest, like taking care of the front lines before going into the heart. So this is the meaning. Okay.
Can we say the protective shield
Yeah.
alongside heart itself? Because protective shield is strong, then the penetration will be hard.
Mm-hmm.
The strong field.
Yes. Around.
Like the house, like
Yes.
you told it.
Yeah.
And the sadrak means the protective shield.
Yes, against it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because the point is, what happening actually here for us as a human being, especially whenever that you go, inshallah, we're going to make tafsir for الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. يوسوس في صدور الناس means that he is not going to your heart. He just will jump into the yard, which is your sadr, as we can give it as something that is metaphorical, and he's going to make waswasa, which is whispering. This is similar to what will happen for a person that is making a preaching da'wah. That whenever that he is going to face the first hardship, then maybe he will give in. He say that, no, I'm not going to continue with this. Or whenever that there is someone is taking, like making something that he is not expecting, or at least, do you know that at the end of the Meccan period, the number of the people who were following Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were like 80 people. Means that within like 13 years, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not successful to convince more than 100, if we say. Can you imagine? This means that the problem here would come to Rasulullah as that he is not doing his job well. This might be in his mind that I'm not taking it seriously, or maybe I'm not doing the right job. So here, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to expand the chest for him, means that he is going to take all of these kind of things easy. And this is a preparation, I call it. This is internal preparation. Because the external kind of preparation is going to be done by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the next ayah, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after that is saying, yes, you want to ask?
The first time when his heart was open, it was before the Nabuwa or after the Nabuwa?
Yes, before Nabuwa, when he was childhood at Halima Saadiya. And this is the reason for her that she sent him back to his family.
Oh.
She was afraid. She said that person is making problems. So this is the reason for her to send him back. And it happened again, as the ulama, they said, hadith Sa'sa'a, they said that also before the night trip and ascension, Rihlat al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it has been open for him, his chest. Okay, any questions for this ayah? You understand everything? Okay, so let's go to the next ayah, which is أَلَمْ نَشْرَحْ لَكَ صَدْرَكَ وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ. Let's go to the linguistic part first, and then we can ponder over. وَوَضَعْنَا, وَضَعْنَا means that to put something, for example, if something on a table, for example, so وَضَعْنَا means to take it from here and put it on the ground. So put it down. وَضَعَ عَنْ means that to take something and put it down. Okay? But وَضَعَ عَلَى, it means that you are going to add something on it. So the preposition that has been used here is what? وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ means that we take off the load from your back. And وَوَضَعْنَا, we took off this load from your back, which is al-wizr. Wizraka, it is the load. As we said, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prepared his messenger internally by expansion of the sadr, maybe the whole problem will not be solved. Because maybe the outside hurdle or obstacle is very huge. And he cannot do it. He cannot handle it. So the point is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prepared him internally, and in the same time, he make the situation around him or the environment around him also to be easy. So he said here, وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ. Wada, as we said, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as we said before the prophethood, he was having al-wizr, it is himl. In Arabic we said that wizr, al-himlu thaqil, heavy weight, not the weight, because this is himl, this is okay, I can bear it. But if I have like 100 kilograms here, I cannot, it is very heavy. This is wizr in this case. And this is why we call in Arabic The minister, we call him what? Wazir. Yes, wazir. I think in Turkish also, right? Persian? Persian. Okay. Also, okay. So wazir means what? Okay, okay. Wazir? Yes.
Everybody here, Wazir.
Yes, wazir, okay.
Everyone tries to
The wizard is same.
Oh, wazir al-azam, okay. Actually, wazir comes from that he is going to take some load from the king or from the prince or whatever, and he is going to handle it. So this is why it comes wazir. Okay, wazir. And wizr, also another meaning in Arabic, silah. Whenever that we are holding our weapon in the battlefield, this is wizr also. We call it wizr because it's himl. And this is why in Arabic we call it for as a proverb, عندما تضع الحرب أوزارها. Means that whenever that it is a kind of ista'ara here, that al-harb, as if the war, as if it is like a soldier or something, and tada awzaraha means that to put the weapons, means that it is a sign of the war is over now. Okay, so this is used. So the wizr, as we said, al-himl al-thaqil. And al-himl al-thaqil here, the ulama, whenever you go in the tafsir, you will find that most of the mufassirin, especially Ibn-Katheer and Al-Tabary also, he mentioned about this. Wizr means what? The ulama, they said that wizr means dhanb, the sinful action, the sins. And they said that here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk of all the sins of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and put it away from him. And the ulama, they said that what is the type of the sins that might Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam do? Because might Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam does. Because whenever that we are going to look to a Rasul or the Prophet, we are expecting that there is no sins at all. And actually this is right in one sense, which is the ulama, they go into the details of this. They said that the prophets, they are not going to be allowed to make sins by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will. So for example, if you remember Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we said that before the da'wah, did he bow or prostrate to an idol god? Never. He never did that. Did he do any kind of illegal transaction like riba or something? No. He was a very fair trader going, and it is halal in itself. Did he do anything that is related to oppression of a weak, for example? No. Or did he take the inheritance of an orphan, for example? No. Even that whenever it comes to some small things, or maybe whenever that there is at this time a time for the youth to go to some place and to play and to enjoy and to sing and so on. Subhanallah, Rasulullah mentioned that whenever that I was about to go, that he غلبه النوم, he like sleep. He doesn't or he didn't go there because he slept over. Then he skipped it. So you will find that Allah is protecting him. So there is no dhanb, that is heavy sin, that Rasulullah did. And after a risala, whenever there is some issues that Rasulullah is doing, which is not considered to be like acceptable from his side, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly is addressing it. Okay, like what happened with Ibn Maktoum. Okay, Abasa wa tawalla. That Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam just changed his face. That the person is blind. The person is blind. He is coming to him and he has the masters of Quraysh. He is dealing and giving to him the preaching of Islam or giving him whatever they should do for Islam. And then this person, which is Ibn Maktoum, he came to him and he's a blind man. And he is coming. And Rasulullah seems to be that it is not your time now. It's not your time that I should, or this is not the appropriate time that you should come to me and I should like give to you something. But I should take care of those people, because if I could convince them, then the Islam would be spread. Even at this level, when Rasulullah just changed the face, it is directly reported in the Quran. Do not do this. It's not your standard, because the standard of the Prophet is different than your standard and mine. That is, we call it in Arabic Hasanatul Muqarrabin, Hasanatul Muhsinin. What? Hasanatul Muhsinin? Al-Abrar, Sayyatul Muqarrabin. Hasanatul Abrar, Sayyatul Muqarrabin means that the good things of Al-Abrar, the righteous people, okay, considered to be Sayyat, sins for the highly close people. Okay, there are levels here. So it was not like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed it. And another case in Usara Badr, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after the battle of Badr, what happened? Do you remember the situation? There was some captives. What did we do? What Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did with those captives? Do you remember?
Ask them to teach. Ask them to teach.
Ask them to
To teach.
teach. Okay, but okay, so means that
They were freed.
yes, they were freed. But actually, commonly, they or the captives should be killed. And here in this situation, which is the battle, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was about to two opinions. One opinion by Abu Bakr, which was like, a little bit lenient. He said that we can free them and we accept the ransom, al-fidya or ad-diya. Okay. Umar ibn al-Khattab was the opposite. He said, no, Rasulullah, we should kill those people. And the problem here, the point is, the opinion of Umar ibn al-Khattab was the right one. Because in this time, we should kill those people so that we can lead the people behind them to be afraid of Islam. So here the time of killing is right. Because they were about to kill Muslims as well. So it is adl. It is not, whenever we say about Umar ibn al-Khattab opinion and standpoint of view, it is just. We are not going or exceeding the limits. But Abu Bakr, he was lenient in this. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because of his heart and so on, he inclined to the opinion of Abu Bakr. But directly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down a revelation. وَمَا كَانَ لِرَسُولٍ أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُ أَسْرَى حَتَّى يُثْخِنَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. It is not allowed for a prophet, whenever he has captives, to let them free. He should yuthkhin, means that he should kill them, because this is the right situation for them. So the point is, Rasulullah, what he did is not a mistake, because he hasn't got revelation. If there is a revelation, then it would be, yes, he would be following it. But there is no revelation, then he can make ijtihad here. And he inclined to the Abu Bakr opinion. But this we call it, or the ulama, they call it khilaful awla. So there is no dhunub li Rasulillah, but we can say situations where that he followed khilaf al-awla. Khilaf al-awla means that not the most right, but the less right. Okay? So if we can categorize the right, the most right, and the less right. So for example, in Abasa wa Tawalla, in the situation with Ibn Maktoum, the most right is not to change the face. Okay? Just you should sit with him. This is the most right. The less right is maybe that you are not going to make the right face gestures in front of him. In Badr, the same. The most right is to kill the captives. But the less right is to free them. Okay? So this is al-wizr. And the main reason for the wizr here, I mean that the ulama, they said that al-wizr here, it is this psychological hardship that he was facing in the da'wah and before the da'wah in general. Okay? So this is the meaning of al-wizr. وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ. Okay. Do you have questions here? Is it clear?
The
Yeah.
ayah which you mentioned a little bit before, is it the ayah which they commonly take out of context?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
justify the extremists?
Extremism, which is وَمَا كَانَ
They kill them very well.
yeah, that's right.
The ayah
Yes, I think many people, they are taking it and say
out of
that.
the context and then
Yeah, that's right. But actually here, this is the just. This is the just. And actually this is not right at all, because the just means what? Those captives, they were about to kill Muslims. And this is the right of Muslims to kill them. And the point is the situation, it is the first battle in Islam. And we should show strength against others. Okay? فَشَرِّدْ بِهِمْ مَنْ خَلْفَهُم. In other فَشَرِّدْ بِهِمْ مَنْ خَلْفَهُم means that make them like an example for other people. Because you are going to see a lot of enemies. Okay? All the Arabia, all the tribes are going to be against you. If you are going to be lenient, then those people, they are going to be like يَتَجَرَّأُ عَلَيْكَ, means that they are going to eager to come and conquer your lands and to wage war against you. So you need to be firm. Let them know that even that we were like 300 people or so, but we were able to stop like more than 1,000 soldiers, and we have captives, and in the same times we have no mercy against anyone who is going to stand against us. So we are going to kill them. This is the point. But in general, Islam does not at all like pushing toward making like confrontations and fights and killing people. No, Allah. This is only in this situation. But other situation, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was giving a hadith regarding taking care of animals. That do not torture the animals and do not torture even the cat. And even that you found a dog that is want to in a thirst or something like this, you should feed or let him drink. This means that we are taking care of anything, any. I mean that not only things, but with any human being, any creation, any animal, something like this. So
its meaning maybe is symbolic that someone may not be thinking to exploit the mercy in future.
Yeah. That's.
Let's say if we come in, if we lose, we can still get away.
You mean for the captives?
No, I mean it was to send a message that
Yeah.
someone may be alert that.
Yeah, that's right. That's very true. And this is also one way of da'wah, that to tell them a message that take care, that we are very strong and we are going to let Islam to be spread around. Then maybe it is a way for da'wah also to let them know about this. Okay. And then okay. And as we said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أزال عنه كل ما كان يتحرك منه من عادات الجاهلية. We said that already. The next one is الذي أنقض ظهرك. Yes, أنقض means that to make, whenever that you put some weight on your shoulders, you're going to some extent you're going to find some clicks in your back, right? This is this tiny sound. This is naqid, like it is making sound that is very heavy. Okay, whenever you are making the salah, your knees, you'll find that it makes some sound, right? Yeah, this is because of the weight and so on. So this is النقيض صوت صرير صوت الصرير وصوت عظام المفاصل وفرقعة الأصابع. So this means that whenever that you are having a heavy weight, then you are going to find this sound. Okay, and here Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as we said, الذي أنقض ظهرك, means that he was suffering too much from this load, to the extent that he couldn't bear it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for him. Let me check this. Okay. ويرى كثير من المفسرين أن المراد بوضع وزر عنه صلى الله عليه وسلم إزالة العقبات التي وضعها المشركين في طريق دعوته. Means that, as we said, that the obstacles that al-mushrikeen put in front of the way or in front of Rasulullah, removing it one by one, this is the meaning of الذي أنقض ظهرك, that he took off all of this load. Okay. And as I said regarding al-dhanb, so you should, whenever you look to this ayah, remember two things. The mufassirin, they are two groups. They said that wizr means dhanb. And other ulama, mufassirin, say that wizr not dhanb, but it is related to the hardship that he is facing. So remember the two, actually, as we said, the two can be taken for the translation and interpretation of the ayah.
But this dhanb means khilaf al-awla.
Yeah, khilaf al-awl. Dhanb, remember, yes, dhanb for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, khilaf al-awl. It is not dhanb. He didn't make sin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected him from this.
Khilaf al-awla is like small sins?
The less right. Do you remember we said the right? There is the most right and there is the less right. So this is the less right, what he did. Okay?
This is also the difference between Muqarrabin and Abrar.
Yes, that's right. Yes, Muqarrabin, they are, because the prophets, they are highly close. Abrar, righteous people. You can find hundreds, thousands of righteous people.
Actually,
Even in
these
Surah
things.
Al-Waqi'ah, there is sort of categorization.
Yes, al-Sabiqun and Ashab al-Yamin. Yes, that's right.
What if we call them a mistake instead of a sin? Because it's
Mistake?
good intention, not.
Yeah, khata. Yes, the point is, whenever that we're talking about Rasulullah and the prophets in general, we should be like taking care of the wording, especially with Rasulullah and with Allah. Do you know that in Al-Aqidah also, we cannot say some words that is related to Allah because it's not right in its essence. For example, we can say that Inna Allah yuridu minna kaza. Allah, the meaning is wounds. But in Arabic we cannot say Allah. In Arabic we say Allah عاوز or Allah عايز مننا this. عايز or عاوز means that coming from that the person is a little bit weak and he wants something from other one. And this meaning is not right. It should not be used with Allah. But Allah yurid, that Allah wants something, not because he is weak. He wants it from you to do it because it's better for you. Okay, so the word عاوز, يعوز, and yurid, in the meaning in English or in Arabic, they are very close. But one word, we cannot use it with Allah, and the other word, we can use it with Allah. Similar with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We cannot say that ذنب. Rasulullah ارتكب ذنبا. No, we cannot say this. But we can say that he made خلاف الأول, which is the least right. Okay.
I remember the question, what is the difference between arada and sha'a?
أراد أن شاء.
Arada and sha'a.
أن شاء. Yes. Oh.
The difference between these two words.
What?
No, I'm asking.
Yes, you are asking this.
Yes.
Okay. شاء, this is مشيئة. مشيئة الله عز وجل. I remember that we explained here before in Al-Qada wal-Qadar. And you are going to find a definition for al-Mashi'a. There is Mashi'atullah wa Mashi'at al-Abd. Mashi'a, that is of Allah, the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is something that is related to the predestination. Al-Qadar. This is Mashi'a, means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has predestined everything in the Lawh al-Mahfuz. And this is based on His will. Means that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put down. But arada, I'm not sure actually what is the main difference between the two. Let me check it and get back to you. What is the significance between the word? But we can use arada, I think, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
In Quran sometimes إنما أمره إذا
أراد شيئا. Yes.
Another one إلا ما شاء الله.
Yeah, that's right. So let me check this and I will get back to you inshallah. Okay. So let's go to the next one, which is وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ. Yes, رفع الذكر.
Zohrak. Zohrak means,
ظهرك, back, your back.
and nuts means sound.
Yes, that's right. أنقض.
Unqad.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so okay. ورفعنا لك ذكرك, يعني ورفعنا لك ذكرك, بيان لنعمة ثالثة من نعمه عليه صلى الله عليه وسلم. After that expansion of the chest and removing all the problems in front of you, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did what? Elevated his mention. And subhanallah, this is something that is in al-adhan, al-iqamah, in every salah, in tashahhud, in everything that we are mentioning the name of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And here actually, وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ means that we are making you, as the ulama they said here, that I am going to make your dhikr that will be combined with my dhikr. Do you know? This is very high level. That is, whenever that we say, even in the salah, that whenever that in tahiyyat, for example, that we are mentioning Allah and His Messenger. Whenever that we make iqamat salah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. So these are the link between Allah and His Messenger, the name. This actually is something that is very high. Okay.
So it means that the position of the Holy Prophet, that we as common people we cannot understand completely.
Yeah.
Even the status of the Holy Prophet, Allah knows better.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's very true. Okay, and the next is فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Fa here, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Do you remember what I said about something similar to it? Fa, we call it fa what?
Direct result.
Yes, but what is the name in Arabic? We mentioned about it last time. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. What is the meaning even? Can you give me the meaning? The what? Surely? No?
So,
Yeah. So, or therefore. Because of what we have said before. Fa here we call it fa al-fasiha. Fasiha means that تفصح عن كلام مضمر. Okay? أو كلام, that there is some words that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as if there is some word that has, some words have been omitted from the context, but it gives the meaning. Like كلام مقدر. يعني the meaning is, as you know that we have expanded your chest, and we have put down and take off all of your loads, and we have elevated your mention, as because of all of this, then therefore, do not worry, because there is, with every hardship, there is an ease. These few words that I have said, it has been omitted, and we put only one letter, which is fa. Okay? So fa. فَإِنْ عَلِمْتَ أَنَّ ذَلِكَ, if you knew that all of these things, all of these blessings that we have bestowed upon you, therefore, do not worry, there is, with the hardship, there is, yes, ease. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. فصيحة, إن for what? Yes, indeed, verily, للتأكيد. Okay, فإن. For example, it could have been فَمَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. It could have been like this, right? But no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word inna because it is للتأكيد, be sure, confirmation. فإن مع العسر يسرا. مع here, مع means in the direct translation with. But actually the meaning of مع here, not مع. Okay, according to Tahrir al-Tanwir, Ataher-ibn Ashoor, he said that مع means that بعد, after. So the preposition here, مع, means with, it does not mean with. Because عسر and يسر cannot be in the same time. They are contradicting one another. But here the meaning, directly after. Directly after. For example, sometimes we can use this word. Like, for example, I say that if I want to convince you to make fasting or siyam, for example, voluntary, I say that do not worry. Just you fast, and inshallah, with the fast, the reward. Actually, the reward should be after fasting, after you complete the day or after you complete the fast. But because I want you to what? To be very sure that do not worry, that with the fasting there is a reward, for example. They are together, but actually they are not together. They are the reward after fasting directly. Okay? This is the similar here.
Sorry, can I have a question?
Yes.
Some people give a tasalli to other if somebody is undergoing hardship. They quote this ayah and they say, don't worry.
Yes, فَإِنَّ مَعَ
So
الْعُسْرِ.
is it like a principle with every hardship there will come an ease, or it was just for the Prophet?
No, this here for the Prophet and for his ummah. This is here الاختصاص. Do you remember? خاص في حق رسول الله, عام في حق أمتي. It is specific and exclusive for Rasulullah, and it's general for his ummah. This is the blessing also. So actually this is right. With each kind of usr, there is yusr. And knowing it or not knowing it, because sometimes people say that my life is hardship and I do not find ease or something. But actually no. According to this ayah, with any kind of hardship or problem, there is an ease. After it directly. Okay?
It's for that I want to ask you, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Maybe during the life there is yusr and usr. It's for that there is مع. They are together, like today is ease, tomorrow is hardship.
Yes, that's right.
So that it can be with.
You mean that they are coming together? But the point here, also the ulama, they said that because they are contradicting one another. If you are in a kind of hardship, for example, you cannot find the ease inside, or what I can say, with the hardship exactly. But they said that maybe after it a while. And if you want to find that they are like conjugate coming together in the same time, well, maybe, but to some, even that in the ill or the sickness, you feel that you are sick, and after that there is kind of relief, right? So inside the sickness itself, feeling the pain and then some relief. But you cannot feel the pain and relief in the same time.
Yes, it's not in the same time, but
Yes.
they are going like together. There is hardship
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
there
yeah.
is-
فإن مع العسر. Yes, they are interchangeably. They are going to interchange. فإن مع العسر يسر.
It also means this life and the akhirah for the Muslims.
For the life of here and the akhirah. But actually here, what I can understand from here, that is, it is only for the dunya, okay, for the hardship that we are facing in the dunya. This is what they are saying.
Brother Aslan may be saying that usr in this life, yusr in after.
فإن مع العسر يسرا.
Like this.
Like this,
It's
Ah.
usr in this life and yusr in after.
In the afterlife. I remember that I have read something like this, but I'm not sure that it is one of the mufassirin or just saying. But maybe, yes. I think in Al-Tabary he mentioned one saying about this. One saying about this. About usr here and yusr in the akhirah. But let me check it, inshallah, and I will let you know.
What
Okay.
was in
Ma'a?
Ma'a? Inna ma'a.
Ma'a? Yes, ma'a means with. With, but the meaning of with here means directly after. Directly after. Inna ma'a al-usri yusra. Al-usr, al-lam, al-alif wal-lam, al. The ulama, they have two opinions about it. Okay? Some ulama, they said that it is lam al-istighraq, alif al-istighraq, means that every, like with every type of hardship, whether that you were weak, whether that the financial resources were not enough, whether that you are facing hardship from other type, anything. So this it is lam al-istighraq. But actually, Ataher-ibn Ashoor, other mufassirin, they said lam al-ahd, alif lam al-ahd, means that it's only for a specific thing. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ means that the hardship that you are facing right now. And actually, I personally incline to making it generic. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ with any type of usr you are going to face, there is an ease, yusr. And here, al-usr, it is with alif wa lam, which is the article. And then yusr, without alif wa lam, right? It could have been like this. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ الْيُسْرِ. Okay, but actually it is here like what? فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Right? It is nakira. Okay? Nakira and munawwana. So what is the meaning? What is the significance of this? Do you remember I have mentioned this before? Yusra. This means what? Is what? Yes, azim. It is azim. It is great. So if you are going to face a hardship, the yusr is going to be great. But for those who are having the hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who are desperate, no. We are talking about people who are having hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. تنوين هنا للتفخيم والتعظيم. That is not any kind of yusr. It is going to be a great type of yusr from Allah. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. And then it has been repeated. Right? إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. The repetition in general. The ulama, they have two opinions here. Okay? They said that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned in this ayah, when it was mentioned, that the Sahaba, he told the Sahaba that it will be never, that is one usr is going to be defeated by, وَلَنْ يَغْلِبْ عُسْرٌ يُسْرَيْنِ. It will not happen that one usr will defeat two types of yusr. It will not happen that one hardship would defeat two types of ease. The Arab, some ulama, they said, whenever that we repeat the word with the alif wal lam, this means the same. Whenever I say that, al-usr means that the same usr, the same hardship. But whenever I say yusr, the first one is different than the second one. So here the ayah is telling that فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, with the hardship there is one ease, and after that repeated with the same hardship, there is another ease, another type of ease. Okay? So this means that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is why he said that with each type of hardship there are two types of ease. So the ulama, they interpret it like this. Actually, other ulama, they said that it is actually not very accurate from the linguistic point of view. Okay? And the point here, they said that whenever that we repeat something, the main reason for the repetition is the confirmation and affirmation, without having this significance of alif wa lam or not alif wa lam. Okay? So this means that, as I say for you, for example, whenever that you are sick, and I'm going to visit you, okay? And I'm going to tell you, for example, it is okay. Means what? I want actually to relieve you, and I want to what? To tell you that do not be worried. So I am repeating it. It is okay. Be sure that you are going to be okay, right? So everything that we are doing in our daily life, sometimes we repeat it with our son, with our spouses, with our siblings, because we want to let them be sure that it will be okay, right? So this is the other meaning which is also by some ulama, they are telling about it. You have any questions here?
Which one is Rajah?
Yes, actually, I was thinking about it too much. The main point is there is a hadith for Rasulullah for this. So as you know, if there is a hadith that is authentic hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then we should adhere to it. So there are, as Rasulullah said, there is one usr and there is two types of yusr. Ataher-ibn Ashoor, he mentioned about the hadith, and he said that the meaning that we understand it, that the repetition considered to be also something like yes, we are repeating it to confirm that there is something really would be solved for the problem, for the hardship. But I cannot reconcile actually between the two. They are opposite. But anyway.
This is difference of singular and plural, usra and yusra.
Singular and plural? No, al-usr it is singular and yusr also singular. But the meaning as we said, it is generic. I want to finish inshallah the next ayah, and after that we are going to wrap up this. Okay, فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا. After that, فإذا فرغت فانصب. فإذا فرغت, yes, this is wallahi, this is a nice ayah, not only for Rasulullah, actually for all of us. فإذا فرغت, whenever that you are done with, we do not know, because فإذا فرغت, it stopped. فإذا فرغت means that whenever that you are done, then exhaust yourself. This is the meaning of the ayah. But actually, whenever that you look to the meaning, فإذا, this is shartiyya, means that conditional. Whenever that you are done with what? The ulama, they have a lot of examples here. And I think the examples, maybe that one of the rulings of the tafsir that is very important to know. Some ulama, some mufassirin, they would make tafsir of the ayah with an example. So Ibn-Katheer can give an example. And for example, Al-Tabary or Al-Qurtoby give another example. So you think that the meaning is different. But actually the meaning is not different. That is interpretation of the ayah by giving example. And the example can be multiple. So they are giving the same interpretation with different examples. Okay? Actually, this is some of the drawback of some people who are reading books of tafsir. They can say that this alim is contradicting this alim. But actually, no, they are not contradicting one another. They are giving different examples. Okay? فَإِذَا فرغت from what? Actually, the problem is with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the day, he was doing a lot of tasks. And sometimes, whenever that you are doing a lot of tasks, even related to the da'wah, what will happen for yourself and your heart? What? Yes, say it.
Tired.
Yes, it is not tired. It will be a little bit tough. So at the end of the day, you need to soften it again. And this is actually happens in our modern life. You are going to find two types of people sometimes. Some people, they are, mashallah, making a lot of da'wah activities. They are making events, they are going here, they are organizing that, they are taking or participation here, they are doing every aspect, okay, physically. But whenever you go and see deeper, you will find that they are not mentioning Allah. They could hardly make the salah. They could hardly make dhikr. So the problem is what? He is going to be tough-hearted. Okay? He is making good da'wah activity, but inside him there is hollowness. And the opposite also can come true, which is a person that is only dedicated for salah and dhikr and qiyam and Quran and everything. But he has nothing to do with the community. He leave the community aside. He is not making and doing any kind of da'wah. These are the two extremes, which that we do not want. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was having the two in the same time. So he is saying, because he was concerned with the da'wah activities in the morning, then he needs what at the evening? He wants to soften the heart, because you are going to have your heart to be tough. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ means that, according to Al-Tabary, he mentioned everything regarding this ayah. And based on the narrations, he said, اختلف أهل التأويل في تأويل ذلك فقال بعضهم معناه, whenever that you are done with your salah, then you should exhaust in dua. So look here, because maybe the salah that you are going to make something like physical and so on, after Taraweeh, for example, or even after the salah, then you can start with the dua. Other ulama, they said, وقال آخرون بل معنى ذلك فإذا فرغت من جهاد عدوك فانصب في عبادة ربك. Whenever that you are done with the fighting with your enemy, then go back, because in the battlefield, in the battlefield, in the wartime, what will happen? You are doing what?
Killing.
Yes, you are killing people and bloodshed and something. This what will happen to your heart in this case? By default, it will be tough, right? So you need to what? Soften this again. Go back again in your mihrab and make salah and so on. Okay? And after that, وَقَالَ آخَرُونَ بَلْ فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ مِنْ أَمْرِ دُنْيَاكَ فَانْصَبْ فِي عِبَادَةِ رَبِّكَ. Whenever that you are done with your own stuff in dunya, then go and worship your Lord. And وأولى الأقوال في ذلك بالصواب ما قاله من قال. Yes, Ibn Jarir Al-Tabary mentioned a very nice rule here. A very nice rule of the tafsir. He mentioned like 4 or 5 sayings. All of them, they are authentic. Okay, as I said right now. And at the end he said like this. It is not right to specifically give an example for a word that is giving description for something general. So we cannot say that after finishing the battlefield, go and make worshipping. Maybe not the battlefield the issue. Maybe that your own stuff in dunya. Maybe something else. So here he is stating a very golden rule that do not exclusive or do not make something narrow as long as the wording is generic. Unless that you have a dalil. If there is a dalil from kitab or sunnah, then you can say specifically the meaning is here. But if not, and this is the case here, then it is general. Anything that is going to toughen or make your heart to be harsh, then go and fansab. And something else which is important for us. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ, one of the ulama, they mention here, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ, from any type of ibadah, then start in another ibadah. This means what? That you are going to be what? Continuously busy. Continuously busy. And this is actually important. إِن لَمْ تَشْغَلْ نَفْسَكَ بِالطَّاعَةِ شَغَلَتْكَ بِالْمَعْصِيَةِ. If you are not going to make yourself busy with the obedience, your nafs or your soul is going to make you busy with sinful actions. So this is a kind of a golden rule that we should follow from this nice ayah. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. And the last thing is وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. إِلَى رَبِّكَ, to your Lord. فَارْغَبْ means that make your intention to Him only. وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ, whenever that we have al-jar wal-majroor in the beginning, this means that the importance. I bring or I put anything important in the beginning. So وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. Go with your heart and with your intention. Okay? And actually, this is important because, as you know, whenever that we are doing any act of ibadah, it should have 2 main aspects. Do you remember that? To be accepted. 2 main things for any action that we are doing should be fulfilled in order for this action or this deed to be accepted. The first is what?
Intention.
Ikhlas, yes, niyyah. And the second one? And this? No, the ikhlas is the first one.
The way.
The way? Yes, al-mutaba'ah, which is to follow Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So that's the meaning. If you are doing all of this, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ, these are the actions. What else after that? وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. Remember that this you should go and head to your Lord. وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. فَارْغَبْ.
Ikhlas and niyyah are the same.
Yes, ikhlas, yes. Ikhlas, the niyyah. فَارْغَبْ إِلَى. Here, فَارْغَبْ means فَارْغَبْ إِلَى رَبِّكَ. فَارْغَبْ عَن means that stay away. But here, وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ. إِلَى is the preposition that has been used.
So what's the meaning fansab?
Fansab, exhaust yourself. Fansab means that فَاشْرَعْ فِي عِبَادَةٍ أُخْرَى. To make effort in a new type of ibadah. Fansab.
I think this ayat may be multidimensional. Like
Yeah. It is great ayat, and even it is addressing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but it is relating to every one of us.
I have a question about the first ayat.
Yes.
About the opening of the chest.
Yes.
Can somebody also draw the meaning that it was like God gave courage to the Prophet?
Yes.
Or it was the physical meaning about the incidents when the chest was opened?
It is both, as we said, it is both. So the incident itself, and if you want to put courage, for example, yes, Rasulullah was very courageous. If you want.
Also, Sharh Sadr, it is also common in our language. Sharh
Sharh Sadr, yes.
Like
Yes, that is expanding.
accept.
To be tolerant, yes.
Yes,
To be Sharh Sadr. And يعني Sharh Sadr in general means that to be prepared for receiving anything and to be tolerant with any hardship. Because Sharh al-Sadr also, it's not only related to hardship. Sharh al-Sadr also related to the heavy task, heavy responsibility. Because the Quran itself, إِنَّا سَنُلْقِي عَلَيْكَ قَوْلًا ثَقِيلًا, it is heavy. It is cannot be acquired in our normal chests. You need to be opened so that you can acquire all of them. Okay, this is the end of this surah. Do you have any question?
Can you repeat the last ayah again?
وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ فَارْغَب. This means, O Muhammad, whenever that you finish all of your deeds and actions in this dunya,
All the deeds.
yes, all the deeds, وَإِلَى رَبِّكَ, to your Lord, then farghab, go, head, or you should go and heading yourself to it. Means that ikhlas al-niyyah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The sincere niyyah should be to Allah. It is not you are doing the deeds and actions for the people or only to elevate your mention in the dunya. Okay? Whatever that you are doing only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Also in Urdu, word ragaba.
Raghba, yes.
Yes, again,
Well,
the same word.
the same word is okay in Urdu. I think in Turkish also maybe Raghba? No.
Riba.
Riba?
It's Raghbat is the
Ragbat,
is but
that
it's
having
is
something.
Desire.
No, not desire.
Attracted to.
Yes.
Yarghaba, because in Arabic, yes, this is.
and
Yes.
also targhib to
Targhib.
show us.
Yes, that's right.
To motivate
Targhib wa
someone.
targhib.
Targhib is motivation.
Yeah, that's right.
The same, the word of same root.
Yeah, the same root. Raghaba, yes. Raghaba an wa raghaba fi. Raghiba an means that go away. Raghiba fi means that to go with. And raghiba ila means that heading to something. Okay, it means that you are heading to something. Raghiba.
I brought some refreshment.
Okay, and also I think this is the time for the refreshment. This is for. Okay, I think that you can open and can distribute it.
Professor,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Actually, I was wondering that all those things that are actually related to brain are mentioned in Quran, like those are related to heart.
Yes.
Your heart is open, or your
That's right.
thinking.
Yes,
to
related
heart
to
or
the heart, al-qalb, yes.
This,
Relation.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, the ulama, they mentioned that whenever that Allah is talking about the way of thinking, the way of perception, then qalb would be used. Because the right thing is the qalb, the real qalb that is mentioned in the Quran is inside of our chest, which is here. And our mind, it is considered to be like a secretary, for example, that is managing it or executing it. So the main decision comes from the heart and then goes to the mind or the brain, and then the neural network inside, the decision is being taken after that. So whenever the Quran is mentioning about anything about al-qalb, أو الفؤاد, it means that the mental power, not here, the mental power of the human being, which is something that we cannot catch by our hands, something intangible. So, but the place, where is the place? Inside our heart. It is here, okay. And the ulama, if you want to go from the scientific point of view, there is a very good research. Not research, actually, it is a project or multiple researches about this, where the decision-taking process is being done in our brain here or inside our heart. And actually in Missouri University, or I'm not sure I will send you the link. The two Christian professors actually, they are not Muslims and they have no relation with Islam. And they put it in a very scientific way. And they proved by even some realistic experiments, do you know that heart transplantation and so on, they proved that the place where the decisions are being taken is the heart, here. And if we change this heart, okay, then you are going to find a lot of attitudes and decisions by the person is going to be changed. So heart, as you know, as the Quran say to us, heart means that the mental power that is inside ourselves, our ruh, our nafs, and the place is here, and the brain is just a secretary for this. Okay.
I saw animated movie or something,
Yeah.
short clip.
Yeah.
which was based on the teachings of Imam Al-Ghazali.
Yes.
So he was saying that heart is like a king and brain is like a wazir.
Wazir, yes, something like this.
The body is by all faculties of
Yes, the soldiers or something. Yeah, that's very true. This is right. And the relation is supposedly to be like this. Yes, okay. Take care.